We are live here from Harvard University, the most prestigious college in all of America. We're going to be talking to some of what should be the smartest kids in the entire country about who they're going to be voting for. Me, myself, college dropout. Went to 2 years college, got an associate's degree. They say I'm a retired scientist because my degree says General of Science. So, we're going to go here. We're talking to kids here in Harvard. Let's see what they got to say. How's it going, sir? How you doing? We're live right now. We're just talking to people here at Harvard.
Okay.
What's Harvard like?
It's all right.
It's all right. And
Yeah.
with the election coming up, who do you think the majority of kids here at Harvard?
No idea.
What do you mean, no idea?
Not on camera.
We come to speak to the most educated kids in the country. You yourself, who do you think will be best for America?
I don't know. You.
Me. I probably would be pretty good.
Yeah,
Good
you'd
answer.
be tough.
I'd be tough. I'd be
Yeah.
tough on them.
Where are you from?
Where are you from?
I'm from New York.
New York.
Yeah.
Okay, and you don't. So, say you had a vote. Who would you vote for?
I'll
Trump or
write your
Kamala?
name in.
You write my name
Yeah,
in?
yeah.
Ah, okay.
What's your name?
My name's Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley. Is this on YouTube?
Yep, you're
That's
live
fire.
right now.
Oh, I'm live?
Yep, you're
Tough.
live.
Okay.
So that's why we're trying to get some live reactions really quick.
Gotcha.
Do we want to say to your
I'm
kid?
getting a call right now, but it was excellent to meet you.
Oh, man. What a shame. You wouldn't say. Seemed like a nice kid, though. Seemed like a nice guy.
Ask them what their teachers are teaching them, like stuff
Oh,
like that.
well, all right, yeah, we'll dig deep into what these kids are learning here in Harvard, what their teachers are teaching them. We'll ask these ladies right here. Oh, you're studying? How you guys doing? What are you guys studying here at Harvard?
Oh, no, thank you.
Oh, why not? All right. Tough crowd so far. Let's see. Look. Tough crowd. Let's find these people. Excuse me. How you guys doing? We're live right now. We're just talking to kids here at Harvard. What are you guys studying?
I'm a PhD student in molecular and cellular biology.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
I was born in Iran, raised in Russia. Parents are Afghan.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Are you going to be voting this year?
Yeah.
And who are you going to be voting for?
I prefer not to disclose that given the political climate.
Given the political climate. And given the political climate here in Harvard, who do you think the majority of kids will be voting for, Trump or Kamala?
Given that it's a liberal stronghold, I'm going to say Kamala.
Kamala. You yourself, will you most likely be voting for Kamala as well?
You know the answer to that?
Okay, so I'm taking that as a yes. You will be voting for Kamala.
I already answered that question.
Okay, sounds good. All right, we got Kamala voter right there. Let's see, we're gonna move on to the campus. Let's hope we don't get kicked out. All right, moving into here. How you doing, sir? Are you a professor here? Yes. As a professor here at Harvard, we go all around the country. We're just trying to talk to some of the most well-educated people in the world. That's why we came to Harvard today.
That's not me. I'm very uneducated.
Very
I'm
uneducated.
barely literate. Also, I'm supposed to be someplace at 1:30.
Okay,
It's
well,
not 1:34.
yeah, a little late. Really quick, Trump or Kamala Harris for president?
Oh, I would want to say on the campus of Harvard, I might be lynched if I give the wrong answer. So, I don't.
What would be the wrrong answer?
I never no. If I gave it, it'd be the wrong answer. No, I never talk about politics on campus. That's
okay.
true. That's true.
True. Okay. You wouldn't talk about him. Interesting. Well, so far we've gotten mixed reactions. Some people say they won't be, and we'll see. Yeah, we're gonna dig deep. We're gonna ask these people what they're teaching, what kind of things are they teaching these college kids, and see what these kids are learning here at Harvard, as this is supposed to be the best education in the entire world here at Harvard. Somebody's asking if I'm going to the Bronx. We will be going to the Bronx on Thursday or Friday. Let's ask this guy really quick. How you doing, sir? How's it going? Really quick, we're live right now. We're just talking to some of the people here at Harvard. What's it like here?
I actually don't attend school here.
Okay, since you don't attend school, you can we can maybe ask you this question. Who will you be voting for?
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. And what makes you want to vote for Kamala Harris?
She's not a psychopath.
Not a psychopath?
Yeah,
And do you think Donald Trump is a sociopath, psychopath as well?
for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Does it worry you if he wins?
Yes.
What do you think America will look like in 2028 after, say,
Scary to think about. Just fire everywhere, probably.
fire everywhere?
Yeah.
And do you think we could see, what do you think happens if Kamala Harris wins? What do you think happens to the country? Where do you think we'll be in 2028?
I think we'll be going in a better direction.
Better direction. And where do you hope we are? What do you hope the world looks like right now in the world? We got a couple wars going on: Ukraine, Russia, Iran,
Just
Israel.
more unified in peace.
Unified in peace. Would you say that Kamala is going to bring joy back to America?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your
Yeah,
time. Have a
of
great
course.
rest of your day.
See you.
Hey, Brooker T. Brooker T's here. Brooker T, can I see the phone? You guys' favorite woman here, Brooker T. We also brought Kelly Shirley, the sister. She's graduated college. All right. Brooker T, people are calling for you in the chat right now. Let's see. We got to move over to where the people are at. That guy fears that if Donald Trump wins, fire will be everywhere. Do you guys think fire will be everywhere? Someone commented Nick Shirley is daddy. Not sure about that one, but here's people are saying Latinos for Trump. Too much soy. Interesting. All right. Here's the heart. We're down here in the heart of the campus. Wow, there's a lot of people. A lot of people down here. Let's see what they got to say. I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of Kamala support out here. Hey, let's talk to this businessman. How you doing, sir? Having a good day? We're live right now. We're talking to people really quick.
Really late.
Okay, Trump or Kamala?
Huh?
Trump or Kamala?
Can't answer that.
Can't answer that. Who's telling you can't answer? Interesting. What's up? Let's see. Got a car coming through here. Let's see what these mothers are gonna say. How are you guys doing? Are you guys visiting Harvard today?
Well, she's a new grad.
New grad.
Yes.
Cool. We're congrats. We're talking to people here. We're live. We're seeing how is education here at Harvard?
Seems good to me.
Seems good to you? Yeah. We came here to speak to some of the most educated people in the world, as Harvard is the most prestigious college in America. And with the election coming up this year, we're interested to see what people think and who they think will be best for America.
We're Canadian, so we don't have much of an opinion on that.
Okay, with
Yeah.
what you have
Gotta
seen,
go.
though? Oh, okay. Have a good one. Wow, people are being tough so far. People are being tough. Let's go and ask these ladies right here. How you doing, ma'am? Having a blessed day so far? Having a blessed day so far? Not blessed, but good. Hey, really quick, well, we came to Harvard to talk to some wise folks like you guys, especially with what's going on here in America. We're interested to hear who people will be voting for at Harvard.
Harrison Walz.
Harrison Walz. And what makes...
Every Democrat on the way, because Trump's crazy. Do you ever watch him? He's crazy.
Yeah, and
That's it.
what makes Kamala Harris the best candidate?
Because Trump's a loathsome asshole.
She has
And
good policies.
He's a traitor
She's good
of
for the
treason.
country.
He's a traitor treated.
And what scares you most if Donald Trump wins the election?
Half the country believes in that bullshit.
Is it to worry you that there are going to be about half the country will be voting for Donald Trump?
Yes.
Yes.
What would be your message to anybody that's on the line between voting for Trump and Kamala? What would you say to them to get them to vote for Kamala Harris?
Watch his rallies. Listen to his talk. He's nuts.
And recently, he went to Aurora, Colorado, and he said he's going to have the largest deportation in all of America for illegal immigrants. What do you think about that?
I think it's hideous. We live in Arizona. We live on the border. Immigrants are welcome. They serve a valuable place in our country.
Yeah. And other day, Bill Clinton, he was also doing a little rally to, I believe in like Pennsylvania or somewhere, and they talked about Lincoln Riley, who was killed by an illegal immigrant, and he said that essentially she would still be here if that man was vetted. Do you think there are innocent lives that were taken away from the open borders that Kamala Harris has been in charge of?
No. No.
There's so much misinformation about what goes on at the border.
And everything else.
So any person that has been killed by an illegal immigrant would have died either way? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that I think the numbers are inflated, and the idea that they're trying to make immigrants look like terrorists is just not so. If you
And
look at the
actually, yeah,
if you look at
percent-
the people coming over the border, you've got families, mothers with small children, escaping poverty, escaping terror. These are not people that are here to hurt us. They're here hoping to have a better life. And hard workers you'll never find. They are amazing workers doing all kinds of jobs that whites don't want to do.
Okay, interesting. So do you think if we didn't have so many illegal immigrants in the country, there would be emptiness in the job space?
There already is. There already is.
So we need those illegals to fill up the jobs.
Yes. And also for whites, with birth control and different things, whites' numbers of births are dropping. So
Shouldn't
we're
we, like,
going to
in-
need to continue to grow the population. But making immigrants out to be terrorists and drug cartels is just not true.
Would you be happy if Kamala gave amnesty to all the illegal immigrants here in the United States?
I think there has to probably be some rules and protocol, but I'd love to see it happen for many. Where we live, there's so many hard workers that have come up over the border, and I'd love to see them have amnesty.
That'd be great. And you, sir, your last warning to anybody that will be voting for Donald Trump. What do you got to say to him? You're live right now.
Just watch the TV rallies and listen to what he says and believe he'll do it. Prosecute his enemies, put a tariff which raises prices for all of us, and just be an obnoxious asshole, which is what he is.
And I would have to add to that, I think he is a terrible racist, and I think that appeals to white supremacy in the United States, which unfortunately is very strong.
With the evangelicals who don't read the Bible right. I don't read the Bible, but I know he's not a Christian. So.
Interesting. You're over here in the conversation. Is there anything you want to say? I just see you're coming up here.
Well, I just think Donald Trump wants to make America great again, and I just worry a little bit.
Okay, you're doing a very good job.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a great one. What interesting responses. Wow, you guys. Brooker T. Jones, she came in, did a little sneak attack. What were you going to do?
No, I just wanted to tell him that I think Donald Trump's going to want to make America great again, and they didn't like that, and then they wanted to move on.
Wow, that was interesting. Holy cow, that guy, he very scared. And they said they want all amnesty for illegal immigrants. Bill Clinton literally, where was he at the other day with Bill Clinton, Mom? Where was he at? Was he in Arizona or Pennsylvania?
I don't know exactly where Bill Clinton was yesterday, but Bill Clinton did say that Laken Riley would still, Kelly's laughing so hard, Laken Riley would still be alive had not we let all of these illegals come into America without being vetted. And I believe that also. I want to say something. We went to Athens, Georgia, where the murder did occur of Laken Riley a few months ago. We talked to many students on the campus, and they did not blame her death on an illegal crime. They said it was pretty much a crime of opportunity, which I do not believe that at all. I believe Laken Riley and the other girls who have been killed by illegal immigrants would still be walking on this earth right now. She would still be going to school to be a nurse had we not let these criminals into America. And that scares me to death. And I know criminals are here. Yes, America's full
All
of
right,
criminals,
Brooker T,
but we're letting
let's go
them in.
talk to these college
Anyway,
students right
yeah.
here. Wow. How are you guys doing? Great day so far?
Good, great.
Great. We're live right now. We came here to Harvard.
So
Oh.
sorry.
Okay, well, really quick.
We're running to. She's a big shot lawyer.
Big shot lawyer. Big shot lawyer. Who's going to be best for America? Wow. Wow, that was intense. How are you doing, sir? Good. You go. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't go to school here. How are you doing? You having a great day here?
Yeah.
Well, great. We're having a great day too. We're here at Harvard. How's it going? My name's Nick.
Nice
And
to
we're-
meet you.
Say that again.
I said nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And who do you think is gonna be best for America?
Oh, I don't know, because I'm just touring around, just visiting Boston and like
Where are you from?
from Arizona.
From
But
Arizona.
originally I'm from the Philippines.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Well, who will you be voting for?
Actually, I'm on a J1 visa, so I'm not really entitled to vote. So I don't think I can say something about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who do you think a majority of people here at Harvard will be voting for? And if you could vote, who would you want to vote for?
I'm not sure. I'm not into politics really. So like, yeah. Sorry
Okay.
for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather have free abortions or democracy?
Democracy for sure. Yeah, that's something that we all need. Like, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
your time. Have a good one. How's it going, sir? You got the Harvard shirt on?
I'm good.
Okay. No worries. No worries. Bill Clinton was in Georgia. Fact checked. Just came in with a fact check. Fact check. Bill Clinton was in Georgia when he said that the other day. Hey, and Bud Donkey Kong, thank you so much for the $10 donation. We appreciate it. Nick, be careful. You're in the People's Republic of Cambridge, one of the most lefty cities in the country. Hey, we're here to see what people are talking about. How you guys doing? Good. How you doing, sir? Yeah, a quick second. We're live right now. We're just talking to people here in Harvard.
Sorry.
Oh, okay, no worries. No worries. Let's move over here. Let's where do you want to go? Yeah, we'll go over to the outskirts of the Harvard University, come talk to some of the folks. We also got another special guest with us, Matt Shirley. We're back. He's back. He's back. All right, let's talk to this guy with the bike. Here he comes. Who do you guys think he's gonna go? Trump or Kamala, real quick. How's it going, sir? Really quick, we're live. We just came to Harvard to talk to some people. Really quick, Trump or Kamala Harris?
Nah, dude.
Come on. Gosh, some of these people are gonna be tough today.
What are you studying?
Yeah, we'll ask them a little bit more of a generic question. Where are you from? Where are you studying from? And then we'll move into the political side of things. But man, it is cold out here. Wow. We're gonna move over here. Let's read some of the comments. Such nice people there. How are you doing, sir? Maybe we'll get Brooker T to start lining up interviews. How's it going, sir? Are you guys from here? No. Okay, well, let's talk to these students right here. How are you guys doing? You guys doing good?
Yes, doing great.
We're doing great. Really quick, we're live. We're just talking to people here in Harvard. What are you guys currently studying?
Eastern Europe and Central Asia.
Okay, what about you?
Yeah, same
We're in
thing.
the same program.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where are you guys from?
I'm from Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Yes.
Poland.
Poland. Wow. It's interesting. I was also just in Ukraine, and I had to go to Poland to get into Ukraine.
Oh, what did you do in Ukraine?
Went to Kyiv.
I'm from Kyiv.
Oh, very nice. And I do videos kind of like what people think about America and where they think what's going to happen with the election right now. What do you guys think happens come November 5th? Do you think Donald Trump wins or do you think Kamala Harris wins?
I think only American people know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. And how, what about you?
I mean, I think right now it's hard to say, really. So.
Yeah. And Ukraine, hot topic, especially with what's going on between Ukraine and Russia. Who do you think the people of Ukraine want to win the election?
People of Ukraine don't have a say in this election. People of Ukraine will not change their behavior based on this election. Whatever comes, Ukrainians will continue fighting for their freedom. So.
Mm-hmm. But is there like a candidate? Because we know that underneath the Biden-Harris administration, they have received billions of dollars of funding, whether it be military aid or humanitarian aid for the country. Do people worry that if Donald Trump were to win, he would stop the funding of Ukraine?
There's a lot of concern and worry about generally U.S. foreign policy decisiveness on the Russian-Ukrainian war, with Russia escalating, bringing North Korea in, bringing more soldiers to the front line. I think Ukraine's concern is right now regards generally the approach and the decisiveness, say, let Ukraine strike back campaign. For some reason, the administration is holding back on this decision, not letting Ukraine defend itself by taking out the archers of Russian attackers, right? So the concerns are more in what's going to be done, not by who.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, and Slava Ukrainia. Ram Slava. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Have a great day. What do you guys think is going to happen with the Ukraine-Russia war? Do you think that excuse me, ma'am. How you doing? Having a great day?
Sorry, I have to get my laundry.
Okay, really quick. What are you studying?
I'm a freshman. So
Freshman. And who do you hope wins the election? Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Yes.
And why so?
Well, I just think that Trump is a candidate that I don't want to know what the United States would look like under his presidency. We already kind of went backward after 2016, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Very interesting. Well, thank you so much for your time, and go get your laundry. Have a good one. Let's talk to these people right here. How you guys doing? Having a great day?
Yes.
Really quick, we're live. We're just talking to people here at Harvard.
Next time.
Next time, okay. Have a good one. How you guys doing? Doing great? Oh, I was worried the police was going to come and shut us down. I was a little worried the police were coming to shut us down. We keep going. Let's talk to these ladies right here. How you guys doing? Great. We're live right now. We're talking to people here at Harvard. How long have you guys been studying here at Harvard?
We're both freshmen.
Freshmen. What's the experience like here?
It's good. Yeah.
It's good.
How would you guys say the education is?
It's really good.
Yeah,
like
it's
we
good.
have like really good professors. Like opportunities like tutoring, stuff like that. Yeah.
Very nice. And what do you guys hope to get your degree in?
I want to do applied mathematics.
Same. Applied math with econ.
Okay, very nice. And we came here to Harvard to talk to some of the most educated people in the world, some of the smartest people in the world, like you two yourself, especially with what's going on in America right now. Come November 5th, who do you guys think wins the election?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, politics in America is very polarizing right now, and I feel like there's definitely a lot going on there, but I'd rather not say. I don't want to make any quick judgments or like make any political statements as of right now.
Yeah. Same.
Okay. We talked to a lot of people because we go all around the country asking people who they're going to be voting for to see what's going to be happening in certain areas. And we talked to a lot of females, and they say that if Donald Trump wins, women's rights are at risk. Do you guys feel like your women's rights would be at risk if Donald Trump were to win the election?
I don't think it really has to do with necessarily the election. I feel like regarding women's rights, like we've already seen the decision with Roe v. Wade being overturned. So I don't think that being at risk has anything to do with who wins right now.
Yeah. What she said, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. And do you think the people in Harvard, we've talked to a few people, so far it's been majority support for Kamala Harris. Do you think we will find any Trump supporters here at Harvard?
Oh,
Yeah.
I know a couple.
We know a
100%.
couple,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, we'll try to find them.
Yeah.
We'll see if
Good
we can.
luck.
Have a great one. Thank you so much. Have a good one. How are you doing? Having a good day?
Yeah, I'm having an okay day. What's up?
Oh, great. We're live here in Harvard. We're talking to people. And what are you studying?
I'm studying sociology and African American studies.
Whoa, for sociology and African American studies, who's going to be best for America between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris?
Christ. Okay, bye. Have a good one.
All right, have a good one. How you guys doing? Really quick, we're live. We're just talking to people here at Harvard. What are you guys studying?
Med science.
Mad science.
Anthro.
Anthro.
Political science.
Are you guys from the United States? as
Yeah.
well? Oh, okay, cool. And with everything that's going on in the United States, what do you guys think is going to happen with the election?
On campus in particular, or just the result in
Just in result for America. Who do you think wins? Do you think Donald Trump wins or Kamala Harris?
That is a tough question.
Stats are leaning towards Kamala.
Yeah.
Stats are leaning towards Kamala. I mean, I hope. But, like, at the end of the day, we don't know. And I would say that that's really terrifying.
Yeah.
Who do you guys hope wins?
Kamala.
Yeah, Kamala.
I'm sorry.
Is it
like,
Kamala?
Kamala. It's Kamala. Get it right. I think that it really sucks that our country has come to this point, but I feel like either way that it goes, it's about to get, it's gonna definitely be something. But period, Kamala 2024. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Does Project 2025 scare you guys?
Yes.
Definitely.
Oh my God. Have you guys seen what Project 20 like? I mean, I've done a little bit of research here and there. I haven't read through it all in depth, but I've looked at some of it, and some of the stuff that they're talking about is genuinely just taking away human rights, and I can't support that as a human being who has empathy for other people.
And what kind of human rights would be taken away?
Well, from what I've seen in the research that I've done, there's stuff with Roe v. Wade and taking away reproductive rights for women. There's stuff with separating education and taking funding out of educational places and instituting more things that will divide our nation even more. Mm-hmm. And I just think that that's not the direction we should be going in, peace and love.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Me personally, I think Donald Trump wins. If I'm being honest, from what I've seen, we've gone to all the 7 swing states in America doing like the same thing, and depending on who wins Pennsylvania and who wins either Michigan or Wisconsin, whoever wins those 2 states will most likely win the election. And what we saw in Pennsylvania, we actually got more support for Donald Trump in Pennsylvania, which was interesting.
How many people did you interview?
We interviewed, I believe the tally got up to around 30 people, and we were in Pittsburgh, and then we also went to the outskirts as well. And so we saw a lot of people vote for Trump. And then what was shocking was that in North Carolina and Georgia, it was very like almost even, but more leaning towards Kamala Harris, which those are typically red states. So that will be very interesting to see what happens.
That is really interesting.
And one thing I think is interesting, like, cause I follow this stuff, and a lot of times the attacks from Kamala Harris is that Donald Trump is a threat to women's rights and that he's a Project 2025, which Donald Trump, he's claimed multiple times he's not part of Project 2025. So I think a lot of people speculate whether he is or not, but from what he has said, he is not part of it. And then with women's rights, he flipped the Roe v. Wade to put it in the hands of the states, and then each state was able to decide. And then his stance on it is, if it's rape, incest, mother's life's in jeopardy, then they should be able to have abortion. But he
That's
does.
not what's happening in the States.
Yeah. And also on top of that,
like he didn't decide in those states. Like he let the states decide. So
But
like.
he overturned
yeah,
it
but letting
knowing
that was going to happen. And I will also say that, like, Trump is known to be a liar. He's lied about so many things. He's lied about so many things.
It's hard to believe him
and
when
you
it
can't
comes to
believe him.
women's
And he's also a convicted felon. Like, the things that he's done, he is a rapist. He has raped women. He has been actively racist. He participated in sending the Brooklyn Park 5 to jail, those little kids who literally did absolutely nothing. He is racist. He is homophobic. He says racist and homophobic things. Literally during the debate, he was talking about Haitian immigrants eating people's dogs.
Oh
like,
my
that's
gosh,
insane.
I cannot.
And
Okay.
I feel like the fact that people think that. The fact that people in their right minds think that somebody like him with his cognitive abilities would be able to run a country and actually support, trying to help the people of America live their best lives and like actually support people and support the younger generation is absolutely insane.
Okay, let's take away like his opinions or like Kamala's opinions in their heads, right? Let's just like go into the fact that he's publicly stating these, and it's just like you're like advocating for yourself to be in such a presidential area. It's just like this is how people are going to look at you. Like when he was running as president, like the way other countries looked at us and like the way like they mocked us and everything like that. It's just like we
Now,
need
do you
to
think countries fear us less though? Because when he was president, there
It
was
doesn't
no war.
matter.
no, okay, but like there's like no respect.
Political
But
strategy.
on top of that, but on top of that, I think it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we are a human race. There are so many things that the world that we live in general, uses to divide us based off the places that we are born, our ethnicities, our race. But none of that matters. At the end of the day, you should have empathy for your fellow human. Everybody should be able to live the lives that they want and live a happy life. And I think that Kamala better supports that and is better working towards creating that change and committing that change for the American people and people in general in the world.
So, do you support open borders?
It's not a yes or no question.
It's not a yes or no. It's so much deeper than that. It's so much deeper than that. It goes
The
so much.
tragedies that are taking place at the borders right now are inhumane. You can't build borders intending for people to have to go across a desert and die along that desert route. That doesn't mean borders should be completely open. There are reasons for borders. They are created for a reason. They're not just, they're not natural, inherently natural.
Most people, if they do die, they die getting to the border because they have to go through cartels, they have to walk through jungles. And I personally think if they were to incentivize more people to do it in a legal way, less people would be coming and making that stretch, walking from places like all the way from Colombia, and they wouldn't like end up dying
I took an
or
class
paying
in
for
this. America isn't the dream people think it is. People are not crossing the border just because of the American dream. People are crossing the border because their country doesn't allow them to be who they are. It's unsafe. It's poverty. Like the Darien Gap right now, which is one of the most crossed borders in the world, and it's awful. And people aren't leaving, and people aren't going along the gap because they want to get to America. Like they're leaving because they cannot survive in their current situation. In that sense, borders should not be built in the sense that they want to kill people along the way because they're escaping their country because they're not safe in their own country.
Yeah, like Venezuela, I totally agree with. Like Venezuela is like a horrible country. Like if you lived in there, you'd want to escape. But do you think there are other options besides the United States
Well, yes, but I also think that like just in general the topic of immigration is so much more nuanced than we usually talk about or make it out to be. I think that, you know, our justice system and our immigration system is really, really messed up, and I think that it makes it so difficult for people who are in these sort of life or death situations to be able to get into the country legally.
Yeah.
And I think that because of that, people have to resort to these different types of methods. It's the same thing with Roe v. Wade. Just because you make it illegal or you make it harder for women to get in abortions doesn't mean that women aren't going to get in abortions. It just means that they're going to do it in an unsafe way and more women are going to die. And I think that at the end of the day, what we should be focusing on is the livelihoods of the American people and the livelihoods of people in general, rather than trying to play this pick and choose game of like, oh, this is, you know, this is bad in this aspect, or this is bad in this aspect, and this, you know, representative is doing this and this representative doing that. I feel like when you really look at it and you look at the facts of what Trump and what Kamala are bringing to the table, Kamala is bringing change. Kamala is bringing human decency. Kamala is bringing trying to change the world for the better, while Trump is trying to change the world for his own benefit. And I think that that's something that people should really be thinking about when they're deciding who they're going to vote for.
Who do you think would be best to put Americans first?
Kamala.
America is founded on the idea of a diverse nation where all men are under these all men and women have unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. America prides itself on being one of the most diverse countries in the world. You can't then have a president that only supports certain people's rights. If you're going to be the most diverse country in the world, or one of the most diverse countries, you have to embrace that diversity. You can't make it so unequal. Even with the border system, people that are coming into the crossing borders and getting a visa, getting any sort of legal protection for staying here, it's inherently racist. People with darker skin colors, just based on skin color, it takes a lot longer. It takes 2 or 3 weeks longer just to get a visa or to be able to live in the United States legally. There's so many issues, and this is such a diverse nation that you need someone that really stands up for everyone.
Yeah, and when we're talking about diversity here, a lot of the population in America are Haitian. And it's just the way that he is deliberately, outspokenly, in front of a crowd of people that do rely, that really take what he says into consideration and takes it with them throughout their life and carry that with them. It's just the fact that he's mocking and saying very crude and unusual things. You're not representing the diversity in America, where it's just a lot of people are Haitian. You're kind of you're just shitting on them basically. So it's just especially for me, because I am Haitian, I have a Haitian background, so it's just really did affect me. And it's just comparing the two, just on that standing alone, as when we were talking about Haitians, it's just he's not representing us, and you're not representing the people who left their countries.
So is it safe to say Donald Trump lost the Haitian vote when he said they're eating the cats and dogs?
Yeah, I think it's
it affected most definitely.
Or also just him not being able to get Kamala's name right, or him in an interview literally saying that she decided to be black. That stuff is insane, and it's so prejudiced and full of bias that he doesn't even want to make an effort to try and work on himself or to educate himself at all.
I feel like he's benefiting, I feel like the main people that he benefits is more the high society and more high class, and I feel like Kamala is more benefiting to people with lower incomes, small businesses, her whole action for small businesses, giving them a sum of money to start, actually giving them a groundwork, while I feel like his is just to boost the high society as it is. Didn't Elon Musk say if Trump loses the election, he's fuck, he's going to jail?
This is the last election, and the reason why is because with all the illegals that have came into the country, they are sending them to swing states like Pennsylvania, even Ohio, Wisconsin, any swing state. They're sending them there. And if, for instance, if in Pennsylvania they allowed 40,000 illegal immigrants to go there, and they gave us that citizenship to 40,000 illegal immigrants, it would essentially make it impossible for a Republican to ever win the state of Pennsylvania. And so it would essentially flip all red swing states, or any swing state in general, to blue, because migrants inherently typically vote Democrat, because those are the people that usually let them get the citizenship. So it'd make it hard. Oh, okay.
I just wanted to say one thing though.
Because how would you feel, say, if you did live in Springfield, Ohio, and it's a very, very, very poor community, very poor town, all of a sudden 20,000 Haitians shows up that are having to work there, having to live there, having to go to school there, and all of a sudden your child, who's in 9th grade in high school, has 21-year-old Haitian men going to school with them, and their education is going towards these Haitians instead of towards the children in Springfield, Ohio.
Do you believe
They're going to
that the
humans.
21-year-old
Yes, I do
Haitian?
believe because I've
Wait,
been
I
there.
didn't even finish my question.
Okay.
So, do you believe the 21-year-old Haitian doesn't deserve the same education?
No, I do believe he deserves the same education.
So what's the issue?
I believe that since we have brought all, say like Springfield, Ohio, because you brought up Springfield, Ohio, and that's a huge topic in America right now. And I don't think what Trump said, that was like so dumb. But I'm saying, like, if all of a sudden all these people are being flown in here, dropped into really poor communities, because they're poor communities that they're targeting, dropping them off there, don't you think there should be some kind of a plan versus just like sending them into the elementaries, the junior highs, the high schools, giving them driver's licenses, giving them housing, you know? And then the people who live in like Springfield or different cities in like Pennsylvania, all of a sudden they can't afford the housing anymore because the landlords are kicking the citizens out and then putting these people in because they can charge, like 10 people can live in a house and they charge $700 a person, you know, where, and that is what is happening in America. There's no like game plan with these open borders, and that's the problem. There needs to be a game plan.
And that's an issue, totally. But if you look at like American history, just looking into American history, when slavery was ending in the United States, Thomas Jefferson, people were looking at a way to sort of take African Americans out of the country. The ACS was looking at a way to bring African Americans who America was founded upon their labor, to Africa, to African countries. That's the same thing now. The solution, I agree, there has to be a solution, there has to be a strategy. The strategy is never just to expel people from the country. America is a country where people's rights, their lives, their existence should be recognized and should be worked toward. That should be a goal of America. There does have to be a goal.
It shouldn't be a push and pull where it's like this person can't get this because there's more people here. I feel obviously that is a big issue that needs to be discussed and that needs to be processed, and like a plan needs to be done, of course. But I feel like we shouldn't state it in a way where it's like it's either this or it's either that, when it can be both. There can be a way.
On that, I think it's such a gray area, and while that is, as you're saying, like a lived experience of people, that is the experience that people are going through and are suffering through on both sides. But I think blaming the Haitian immigrant community for it, or
it's not, it's a blame on the Haitians. It's a blame on the government for letting people come in.
Well, definitely, but I think that instead of that, yes, there is no, but Trump doesn't have a game plan either. I think as a society, it's us evolving to be able to support this, just like us, just like you were saying, like I feel like, you know, America it's a place of immigrants. You know, we're all different. There's so many different identities, and I feel like creating a society where we are able to support that, where people don't have to struggle with that, is what we should strive for. We should strive for happiness. We should strive for that everybody can live the livelihood that they want to live. And I think that when we go to pointing fingers and saying, oh, it's because this person's doing this or this is doing this, rather than actually coming together as a community and letting this stuff divide us as people, is where the issue lies.
Yeah. There needs to be like a plan. And I don't think over the past 4 years, like our plan has went out the window. It's just been like a free for all, and we're seeing the results of it right now, you know. And I feel like the children in America are getting the short end of the stick, because in a lot of schools, even in New York, even around here, you know, kids can't get into schools because of the amount of immigrants that we have coming in, overtaking the schools. And it's happening. You might not have seen it, but I've seen it with my own eyes. I've been to those communities. I've talked to the parents, the children there, and I don't think it's right. And I think there needs to be a game plan. And instead
let her finish.
Instead of like the billions of dollars that we've spent taking care of these migrants, like it should have been. And I remember Kamala Harris said we need to get to the root cause of it. Like, why didn't we get to that root cause? You know, instead
like
all the money has been
Did Trump
spent
get to the root
here.
cause? Did Trump get to that root cause when he was the president?
No, but she's the vice president right now, and
But
our
Trump was
president.
also president
But
for 4
we
years.
didn't actually
The
He was
amount of
actually
numbers.
like making the final decision.
Yeah, but the thing is, the numbers have like
what's been
quadrupled
going on
since
right now.
Trump was president.
We
So
did not have
the problem is 4 times as high as it was when Trump was president. So 4 times the amount of people, 4 times the amount of money that needs to be spent, 4 times the amount of housing that needs to be built. And so that's like a issue.
Wait, what's your conclusion? Like, what is like?
My conclusion
I was also.
is.
Can I ask something?
Oh.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I was also just gonna ask. Did you talk to any of the Haitian immigrant students as well?
We've spoke to Haitian immigrants, yes.
Okay. I was just wondering.
We spoke to both sides because it's like you got to get this is like this. It's like a great conversation because you
Yeah,
it is.
you
It
have
is
to
a
get
good
that's what
conversation.
makes America great, and that's what our leaders need. It's like freaking have a conversation
Mhm.
and
I
communicate
agree
with
with that.
everyone.
I agree
you
with
know,
that.
I feel like
But
I feel like
anyway.
they need to talk to more of the community that like gets the short of the stick all the time. Like they like what you guys are doing right now, communicating to people who have to just live through this and live through the decisions that they make.
And getting different perspectives. It's
Exactly.
really, really good.
It's good.
It's good. Yeah.
Because I feel like
Anyway, we
I
better
feel
let
like
you guys get to class.
yes. We actually
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for your time. Have a great one.
Yeah, see
Have a
ya.
good one. See ya, guys. Great people right there. Great people. Good little civil dialogue. Brooker T came in flaring hot. Brooker T, she couldn't contain herself. She was back there watching. Wow, good conversation.
Yeah, can I say something though?
Good conversation. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think though some people just obviously everybody sees it from their own opinion, but where we've like physically seen it with our own eyes, I always have to just say, how do you think those people feel? You know, those small communities that have been totally disrupted, and the children that are it's really the children in the schools that are the ones that are being affected the most. So there needs to be a game plan, and there's not a game plan.
Yeah, no, not a game plan. So
Maybe Touchdown Tim could make that game plan.
touchdown Tim, Brooker T. She's loving Tim. Thank you, Contraband Zaya for the $10 donation, and as well to JJ for the $5 memberships gifted. Very nice, very nice. Interesting conversation, you know. Talk to them. They say that Donald Trump's not a compassionate man, or that Kamala's for everybody, and that essentially sounds like they want every person it doesn't matter how important a border is or what country someone's from, but everybody should get the same rights inside of America. But the thing is, like everybody should get equal human rights in America and in general, but when it's the United States dollars that are going towards other people, that's when people start to get upset. Let's ask this lady what she's got to say. How you doing, ma'am? Having a good day? We're live really quick. We're just talking to people here at Harvard.
Yeah.
What are you studying here?
I'm a law student.
You're a law student?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you think that Donald Trump is guilty of the 34 convicted felonies?
I'm way too immediate. I gotta go.
Oh, okay. No worries. How it going? Let's talk to, let's see. Not that guy. We'll keep talking to people. There's tons of people out here at Harvard. We just got done having a great conversation for about 10 minutes with a group of ladies and a man. Let's see. How are you doing, sir? Hey, let's go. Granny Finn for the $10 donation. Thank you. Let's see. How are you doing, ma'am?
Fine, thanks.
Fine, thanks. One moment really quick. We're live. We're just talking to people out here at Harvard. What do you think about Harvard so far? Are you a student here, a teacher, faculty?
I'm visiting faculty.
Visiting faculty. And what would you say Harvard leans more towards, left-leaning or right-leaning, as far as like who people believe, like more of a liberal, conservative?
I have no idea.
Mm-hmm. And you yourself, with the elections coming up, who will you be voting for?
Who am I voting for? Harris.
Harris.
Yep.
Are you excited to vote for Kamala Harris?
Yes.
And if it was Joe Biden, would you still be voting for Joe Biden?
Yep.
And what do you think happens if Donald Trump wins?
Well, I think more of what we had several years ago, so hoping to avoid that this time.
Yeah, and so if Kamala Harris wins, we'll probably get more of what she's done and what her and Joe Biden have done. Would you be excited about what they have done and to continue that moving on forward with that?
Yes, compared to other countries in the world, the U.S. has been on the right track post-pandemic, so, yep.
Okay, well,
Thank
thank you
you.
very much for your time. Have a great one. Interesting. When people say that there are more for what Donald Trump did, I think everyone compares what Donald Trump did with his last year when COVID broke out. It's kind of unfair to judge everything off that because that's historic time nobody had ever seen in America, in the country before. So it's hard to base stuff off of that. Let's move over here, trying to look for some people. Looks like we got people flooding through over here. We'll head over here. Let's go over here by this library. So far, we haven't met a single Trump voter here at Harvard. Everyone so far has been voting for Kamala Harris, and they have not said, and if they haven't been voting for Kamala Harris, they told us they're not allowed to give their opinion, or they will not be speaking with us. But so far, we're about 7 for 7 for Kamala Harris here at Harvard. Hey, let's go. Lando Plenty for the $50 donation. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Here we go. Got some more folks up in here. Let's see what they're saying. And an interesting thing about Harvard is a lot of these people that go to Harvard are not even from the United States. So I wonder how that works out. How are you guys doing? Good, good. Are you guys students here at Harvard visiting? Just visiting. What do you guys think about Harvard so far?
So far, it's beautiful campus.
Beautiful campus.
Yeah.
And where are you guys from?
We're from Maryland.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Okay. And will you guys be voting this year in the elections?
Yes, I will.
Oh, cool. And we talked to believe the 7 people we've talked to here today. They're going to be voting for Kamala Harris. Will you be voting for Kamala Harris as well?
I keep that to myself.
Oh, okay.
I keep that to myself.
Without saying the name, what do you hope happens in America after the election? Where do you think we go?
We hoping there's be more like I think both of us work in healthcare, so we think it's more we can have more money on healthcare, and for
More affordable.
more affordable for people to have more access to healthcare to America.
Yeah. Do you guys think undocumented migrants that came into the United States should get free healthcare in the United States?
I think so. I think everyone should have the freedom to have access to healthcare.
Mm-hmm. And this is a question I actually have. Does America have enough money to give free healthcare to all, or to make it affordable to all? Like if they were to subsidize $10 billion to healthcare, would that be able to solve the issue we have here right now with healthcare? Is it a fixable problem?
That's a good question because we know people in healthcare, they do make a lot of money. Not like the nurses or the doctor, but the big pharmaceutical companies and stuff. So if the American government can tax more money on those people, the big company, then I think healthcare will be affordable for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tax the big corporations and then get the prices down.
Corporation, not like reducing the salary of this doctor or the nurses, but focus more on the big corporation, and I think that would be affordable for everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for your time, and thanks for what you guys do.
What is this?
My name's Nick Shirley on YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Doing it on YouTube?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Oh.
Have a good one.
Me too.
How are you guys doing?
Good, all right, so.
Good. Are you guys students here?
We are not.
Just visiting?
We are.
And what do you guys think about Harvard so far?
It's pretty.
It's beautiful.
And where are you guys from?
Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines, Iowa. Who are the people of Iowa going to be voting for? We go all around the country asking people who they're going to be voting for and such. And Des Moines, Iowa, who are they going to be voting for?
Well, it seems that Iowa has been pretty solid red past few years, or a few elections, excuse me. So I would anticipate Iowa voting Trump, personally. But
And you yourself, will you be voting for Trump or Kamala?
I will be voting Trump.
Okay, you're the first Trump supporter we found here at Harvard.
Hey,
First
I got
one.
you.
We've talked to a lot of people. One man, he was with his wife. He said he was very angry. He called Trump a racist. Said he's a threat to democracy. Says that he's an absolute, using his words, quite frankly, asshole. Do you believe those claims to be true?
Maybe some of them, but not entirely. I don't know. I don't think Trump is the best guy ever, but I think that I like his politics more.
Yeah. Do you think a lot of the people here at Harvard fall into that woke media virus group that people like Elon Musk talk about?
I don't know. I don't really know anyone at Harvard, so I can't say for sure, but maybe.
But when people do start claiming out those claims, threat to democracy, dictator, he's going to get rid of all of women's rights, that he's a asshole, say that he's a racist. Do you think that is proof of people following into the propaganda of the media, mainstream media here in the United States?
Probably somewhat. I mean, I think the media has an agenda. I think they want to promote a certain message, and I think a lot of people believe that message. And I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
Awesome. And are you also for Donald Trump?
I wouldn't say that. No, I don't know who I'm voting for yet.
Oh, not yet.
No, not yet.
Undecided.
I have to read a lot about it for my job, so I feel like I know too much about everything going on.
Okay, and what's something that should concern everybody?
Just their economic policies. I don't think either side has a great stance. Really worried about the debt, really worried about tariff policy, really worried about taxes. That's where my
Do you think
my
if they were to
head's at.
tax the rich? Because the rich already pay 97% of the taxes here in the United States. Do you think if they were to tax the rich, they'd be able to get prices down on like healthcare, or do you think by taxing the rich, everything's gonna get solved?
I think it could to some degree for a little bit, but I don't know if that's a long-term solution.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think a lot of people worry. They say, "Well, tax the rich," and people are like, in America, are like, "Well, maybe if you weren't to give hundreds of billions of dollars to other countries, we could actually use that money to fix some of the problems here." So by taxing the rich, it's not like it's gonna just like evaporate all the problems instantly. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. And we'll let you guys get back to it. And we'll thank you guys so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Nick Shirley on YouTube if you want to check it out. You're live right now. How you doing, sir? Yeah, you want to say something on the camera? How you doing?
Hi.
Are you a student here at Harvard?
No.
No. Where are you from?
Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. What do you think about Harvard?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
What do you think about Justin Trudeau?
I don't like him.
You don't like him?
Yeah.
If you were to live in the United States, who would you vote for?
Trump.
Trump.
Yeah.
Wow, another Trump man right here.
Make
And-
America great again.
Yeah. What do the people in Canada? What are the people on the left saying about Donald Trump in Canada?
That he's bad.
Mm-hmm.
That he sucks.
And do you think he sucks?
No, I don't think he sucks.
And why do you think media? Why do you think big corporations try to put a bad name on Donald Trump?
Why do they try to put a bad name on
Yeah.
Donald
Why do they paint Donald Trump in a bad light?
Well, most corporations are like to the left today. Like they try to depict him as like more like bad than good nowadays. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but that's just the way they depict them.
Yeah. And are you hoping Justin Trudeau gets the boot?
Yeah.
And how old are you? You seem like a very wise man.
13.
13 years old. What are you doing here at Harvard?
Visiting. It's for school. We came to Boston from Montreal.
Oh, nice. Are you gonna be going to Harvard?
I wish.
You
I
wish.
hope.
What do you think about? I've talked to every single student I've talked to here at Harvard. They're gonna be voting for Kamala Harris. Does that make you want to keep going to Harvard to put those goals to go to Harvard?
I don't mind. It doesn't concern me like what people vote for, but like I'd vote for Trump if I.
You vote for Trump.
Yeah.
Do you think if you were to come to a school like Harvard, you'd eventually become a liberal?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. You'd be strong enough to withstand the wokeness.
Well, yeah, I'm a Christian, so I lean more to the right usually.
Awesome. Hey, we appreciate you, brother. Keep it up. Find yourself a Trump baddie. She'll lead you in the right way. Look at that smirk. Let's see. We got more people coming through here at the library. How you guys doing? Beautiful day. 13 years old. Smart man. Reading. That's the biggest 13-year-old ever. That's some of the comments. Reading them right now. Trust in God. Dude is decades behind his age and wisdom. Kid's a genius than most Harvard students. 13 years old, and he did speak some common sense. Let's see. Excuse me, ma'am. Hello? How are you doing? Oh, how a good one. Saw the camera and ran away. Let's see. We got some more people here. Beautiful campus. Very green, big buildings. Let's see. Let's talk to this guy right here. Get him. How you doing, sir? How's it going? Yeah, quick second, really quick. We're live. We're just talking to people here at Harvard.
No time, sorry.
No time? Oh, okay, no worries. Have a good one. Seems like a nice guy. How you doing, ma'am? Good day?
I'm good.
Really quick, do you have a quick second? Really quick, you don't have a quick second? All right, let's see ya. Are you guys students here at Harvard? Are you guys studying here at Harvard?
No.
Oh, okay, you come to visit?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Me as well. We're live right now. We're just talking to people outside here in Harvard, obviously. And what do you guys think happens come November 5th in America? Do you think Donald Trump wins, or do you think Kamala Harris wins?
We're not. We don't really speak English that well.
Like, we're
I'm
not from
sorry.
here. We're from Canada, so
Canada.
we don't.
Justin
really
Trudeau
know, like,
gotta go.
politics here.
What?
Justin Trudeau gotta go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
And if he's very liberal, Kamala Harris is also very liberal. Would you support Donald Trump or Kamala Harris if you lived in America?
Well, we
I don't
know,
support Trump.
Like we don't know a lot of politics thing here, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, we're not like.
No, okay, no
Yeah,
worries.
We
We'll
have no opinion about that.
Okay, have a good one. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it. Move over here. Who's filming me? Let's see. This guy is filming me. Let's see what he's doing. How you doing, sir? Doing good.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I see you taking lots of videos of me and other people. And what's your name?
My name is Nadeem.
Nadeem.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Nadeem?
I'm Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah.
A lot of people from Canada here.
Yeah.
And if you were American, who would you vote for, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
It's so difficult. So difficult. I really hope they can find a better candidate. But on the face of it, it looks like Kamala Harris is a better candidate. She has more empathy. She is more touch with the ordinary person, and reflects the mind of an average person better than some fat people on Capitol Hill.
Some fat people on Capitol Hill?
Yeah. I didn't want to use a bad word, so that's why I said, some fat people on the Capitol Hill. Yeah.
Interesting. Hey, thank you very much
Thank
for your
you,
time.
thank
Have
you.
a good one. How you guys doing? Are you guys here visiting Harvard today? We're live right now. We're talking to a bunch of people out here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can we talk to you in just a sec?
What are you talking about?
We're asking people about what they think is going to happen come November 5th here in America.
Oh, we don't know. It's a scary thought.
It's a scary
But
thought.
the funny thing is, I think these last two elections, I feel have really affected my life. So,
Mm-hmm.
I really a little bit worried about this election.
Yeah. And was your life better underneath the Trump administration or underneath the Biden-Harris administration?
I think under the Trump,
Mm-hmm.
personally. So I really hope that he can overcome. I just like what they're doing, So
Yeah.
I just personal. But yeah.
And so far, we've talked to every single Harvard student we've talked to today says they're going to be voting for Kamala Harris. Is that concerning, knowing that this is the most prestigious school in all of America, and the majority of kids that we've talked to, 7 for 7, are going to be voting for Kamala Harris?
Yeah, that is alarming. That is very alarming. But I don't think they really know what Kamala Harris stands for, And so I think that once they do their homework and get educated, hopefully they could, make a proper decision,
Yeah. But why do you think, just inherently, all these kids are going to be voting for Kamala Harris? Because they should be the smartest. They should be able to compare. They should be able to pull out a Venn diagram if they wanted to, and say this is going to happen, that's going to happen.
I don't know why. I think it is our education system, and I think that our democracy is turning more socialist than democracy. So I don't think they understand that, and I think their view of the world is. Personally, I've been all over the world. I've traveled the world, so I see that America, it is a great country comparative to a lot of other countries. I don't think they have that experience yet, and to see what kind of country we really truly are to the world. So I don't know why, but I do know it could be a little bit of indoctrination.
Yeah, like
with our education
we
system.
go all around the country, and when I go to these colleges, it seems like an agenda is getting pushed in each
Yeah, I
college,
believe
like an indoctrination is happening, and there's so many people that are for this way of thinking as far as like the liberal ideologies go.
Yeah.
It's like,
No,
why
that's
is that?
across. I think that's across America, and I
It's
think
like, is that like the people that these people, their donors, are getting, they're getting information that they need to teach this or that, and then those donors are also getting words from people up on Capitol Hill that are telling them, okay, well push this, and then eventually it's going to be impossible.
Yes, I believe all of that. I'm just looking at the guy sings really good. But I also, I think that there is an agenda. I definitely believe that. I just feel like this generation has to be properly educated. So you look at the education system, and even the school. I'll just tell my friend, you look at the past of Harvard. The future leaders came out of Harvard of our nation. You don't really see that anymore. And why is that? Not saying that they don't go on to do great things, but they don't really impact our nation. So I think that it's kind of concerning for Harvard, such a prestigious school, like you said. But I don't hear about great men or women really coming out impacting their country out of this institute any longer.
You hear about more dropouts that make impacts.
Yeah, so, I kind of follow Charlie Kirk, so I kind of try to stay, alert to what's happening on campuses. That's just me, personally. But
Yeah, it's interesting. Charlie Kirk, great guy.
yeah.
We've spoken to him on the channel before.
That's why when you asked me, I'm like, oh, man, what are they going to be talking about? I was like, oh.
Hey, is this your friend right here?
This is my friend right here.
Can we speak to you real quick, sir? How's it going? I was like, do you speak English?
He's camera shy.
Is this Pablo Escobar right there? Or who is it? It's
That's my dad.
Oh, I thought that was the Narcos guy from Colombia, Pablo Escobar.
No.
And you, sir, are you going to also be voting? Well, you're going to be voting for Donald Trump, right?
Yes.
And will you also be voting for Donald Trump? He said
And they were Hispanic, so
Yeah.
they say that we should be voting for Kamala Harris, but I don't feel that. I feel Trump has the administration that Trump runs. I think it is beneficial for all races. So I feel that. I feel, I'm Hispanic, so you can't say that he's racist. I feel that he's for all people.
Yeah, when they say he's racist, a lot of students we talked to said he's racist, he's a narcissist, he's going to become a dictator. So,
He did great. I thought.
it's like if he's going to do that, he would have done that his first term, right?
Our economy was great. I mean, look at now, inflation. I had to buy eggs yesterday, and it's like $6 for a dozen eggs, something like that. It was ridiculous, So that's just my point of view. But what do I know?
Yeah, where are you guys from?
I'm originally from California, from LA.
Oh, okay.
Which is not.
Yeah, and
any
LA's
better.
a good example to look at. California in general is what happens if underneath Democratic leadership.
But you look at percentages now. I think the Democratic has always been the majority in California because we grew up more Democratic because it was the working class.
Yeah.
In the past, now it's more elite and all that stuff. But you look at it now. I think it was like 38% are voting for Trump, which is the highest I think it's ever been in California. I think the percentages are something like that. So you can see people are starting to wake up a little bit and say, wait a minute, this is not what we want for our
Homeless
future.
people being able to live in tents
That's
anywhere.
crazy. Well, I was just in LA, so it's increased tremendously with no answer, in the future,
Prediction here on the live. Come 28 when the Olympics come, or 26?
Yes. 28.
28. Streets will be clean in downtown LA just because of the Olympics. After that, it'll be just returned to what it was.
I think you could
Just
have
like how the streets of California or streets of San Francisco got clean when Xi Jinping came in. In the next days, it was a mess.
Let me ask you a question. All the students here, a majority of them, so you get some conservative supporters?
We haven't got a conservative
Not one.
person yet so far. A lot of them will not answer as well.
So then maybe they're afraid as well.
Yes.
So I'm just like, yeah, and then this is democracy. We can't debate anymore. We can't talk. So it's kind of a little scary. We can't have a two-way conversation without them getting mad at us. So it's a little interesting.
Interesting. Hey, thank you guys so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of your guys' day.
You guys.
How you doing, ma'am? Having a good day? Oh, okay. No worries. Let's talk to these folks over here. How's it going? Having a good day?
Sorry?
Having a good day? We're live right now. We're talking to people here.
Oh, sweet.
And who are you going to be voting for?
I don't want to.
You too. Have a great one. Let's see. Let's talk to these people. They're just sitting down. How you guys doing? Son, mother?
No.
Kind of. You a student here?
No.
Oh, okay. Are you a teacher here? Okay. And who do you guys think is going to win the election?
Hopefully Kamala Harris.
Hope Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
And what about you?
Oh, please, I hope Kamala Harris.
And why, oh please, Kamala Harris?
Well, it's the only patriotic choice.
Would you consider her to be more patriotic than Donald Trump?
Absolutely.
In what ways would she be more patriotic, do you believe?
I don't think he cares about anything but himself. And she cares for the country, and she cares for people. That's what her life's work has been, working for the people.
Interesting. And do you think with her administration, right now, it's said that over 10 million illegal immigrants that came into the country underneath her administration, do you think they will keep that going, or do you think they will close down the border?
Are you working for that strange conservative guy who?
No, I'm all by myself. I'm independent.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't work for anybody.
I think she very much would. She's already saying that she'd try to get that bill passed that Trump wouldn't allow to reach Congress.
Do you think that was wrong of Trump to make the phone call to tell them to not pass it?
Absolutely wrong. Again, unpatriotic.
And do you think a lot of people understand too? I've heard, I've talked to a lot of people, and a lot of people say that Donald Trump made that phone call to stop it. And then I've also heard senators on the other side that said, well, either way, if he made that phone call, we weren't going to pass it either way because it still included billions of dollars to Ukraine and to other countries. And so a lot of people don't know that in that same bill there was billions of dollars that was going to go to Ukraine as well.
I believe in supporting Ukraine, and I certainly, and people did know that about the bill. And Jim Langford was one of the crafters of the bill.
It's a bipartisan bill.
Yes. It was going to pass. It was allowed.
So Donald Trump's the only reason why it did not pass.
But yeah, he just cowed them all.
And a lot of people are worried if Donald Trump wins. If Donald Trump does win, what do you think happens with America?
Oh. I don't know. He's going to appoint that terrible Project 2025. That's his blueprint. It's going to be pretty devastating. I'm feeling very sorry for my 21-year-old friend here. I'm 67, so I'm not as affected.
Yeah. And you, as a 21-year-old, what scares you most about Project 2025?
I mean, all kinds of things, but I think specifically the removal of funding for climate change purposes. It would, decrease FEMA funding, which we've seen even the past few weeks how, there's going to be an increase in natural disasters caused in part because of climate change.
Do you think climate change is the number one issue facing America right now?
That's tough. I mean, there's plenty of issues. I think long term, it's going to be the largest issue. I think that most Americans would say right now the economy is the biggest issue because people are feeling inflation and things like that. But I'd say long term, it's the thing I'm most worried about, and I think could really mess up a lot of people's lives. Yeah.
And did you watch the Tim Walz and J.D. Vance debate?
Mostly, yeah.
Mostly?
Yeah.
And what did you think about JD's response to climate change?
Oh gosh, I don't even remember what he said, but I don't know. But
in the Tim Walz J.D. Vance debate, they talked about it, and he said his response was, well, if we keep jobs in America, America is proven to be the cleanest out of countries like China and India. And so by keeping jobs here in America and by keeping industries and factories and jobs here in America, it will improve climate change versus having prices so expensive that we have to send our jobs over and send our products to China where they are able to pollute the world even more.
Yeah, I mean that would be good. I think that U.S. manufacturing is typically a good thing. However, I do think in Project 2025, the measures that are in that would be a terrible decision and would stop any progress that we're making in combating climate change. So that's the top of mind thing that comes to Project 2025. But there's plenty of other things that I'm not a big fan of. So yeah.
And do you think if we were to tax the rich, the price of everything would go down, or do you think taxing the rich is one of the ways we can solve the current economy?
I think a fairer tax code, certainly, I think Trump's economic policies, it's very frustrating to me that people think that he would do better in the economy than Kamala Harris, because economists have shown they wouldn't. Tariffs are terrible, really a tax on the American people, not on our trade competitors. And no, I just, the other components of Project 2025, gutting the civil servants, replacing them all with his loyalists. It's a national abortion ban. I mean, it's just a recipe for really increasingly autocratic society. It's very, very upsetting.
And should there be a month or a day when when a mother should not be able to get an abortion? Because Kamala Harris, her policy is obviously she's very open to abortions, right? She's very pro-abortion. Like
No,
women
she's
should be able to
not.
have the choice to make
She's not pro-abortion.
pro-choice. Like she's
Yes,
pro
the
let women have the
woman's
choice.
right to choose.
But do you think there should be a day when that child inside the womb is protected as well? If they get to 7-9 months, do you think at that point there's a child inside the
It
stomach?
depends on the health of the mother.
Yeah.
Because that's
But if the
it's a
mother's health is
bogus
good,
question.
if the mother's health is good,
She would have had an abortion much earlier than that if she
Yeah.
did not want the child.
I think we all agree on that, right?
I hope.
Yeah. And,
Okay.
well, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your guys' day. Boys, really quick. You guys have a quick second? We're live right now. We're just talking to people. Nope, they don't got any time. Interesting. Let's see. Brooker T's phone just died. Here, I need another phone. Got to read some of the people in the chat. Those people, they didn't really like what we were saying. But, oh well. What can you say? We're just asking questions, whether they want to answer them or not. It looks like they're having a father-daughter moment here at Harvard. Let's see. How you doing, ma'am? Good day so far here at Harvard?
Yeah.
Great day out here, beautiful skies.
Very nice day.
Very nice day. This guy has a red hat on. Is it a... Let's see what it says. What does this guy's hat say? Boston. He's from the Netherlands. Let's keep moving on. Let's keep talking to some people out here. Onward. What questions should we start asking some of these people? Tim Waltz. Ask about Tim Waltz. What questions should we start asking out here? How you guys doing? Let's see. Let's talk to some people out here. Let's talk to these gentlemen right here. How you guys doing? Are you guys from the United States?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Why is there so many people that aren't from the United States here at Harvard? Interesting. Yeah, let's go. Let's make our way over to the entrance where there's people coming in and out. Talk to people. How you guys doing? How are you? Let's see. Over here, got some people. Oh yeah, let's talk to these people right here. How are you guys doing? Having a good day so far? Really quick, we're just trying to talk to some people here at Harvard, and we've been trying to speak to some wise folks like yourselves. We were wondering if we could ask you a few questions. Yeah, so we travel all across the country, especially with what's going on with the election and everything, about who's going to be best and what's going to happen to our country.
Canadians, so they don't have any idea.
Oh,
we have ideas. We don't vote.
Really? And are you from the United States?
I'm from Canada also.
But are you going to be voting in the U.S. election?
Yes.
And who will you be voting for?
Kamala.
Kamala. And do you guys from Canada, do you guys believe that is the best option for America, Kamala Harris?
I would say yes.
Mm-hmm. And what makes you most excited about voting for Kamala Harris?
She's not Donald Trump.
Just the fact that she's not Donald Trump?
No, I think she seems great. She seems like a nice person and a woman, yes.
Okay.
Somebody female would be great.
Girl power, right?
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Let's talk to these guys right here. How you guys doing? You guys go to school here at Harvard?
We do, yeah.
Cool. We've been trying to we are talking to a lot of people out here. And I go all around the country and we ask people, especially with the election coming up, who they think is going to be best. So far, what we've heard from everybody here at Harvard, all the students that we have talked to, we have not met a single Trump supporter. Why do you think that's so, that we haven't met anybody here at Harvard that will be voting for Donald Trump?
He's a government major, so definitely.
So you're studying government.
Partially, but I don't think I really want to make a comment on anything political.
Well, who do you think would be best for America? You don't need to say who you're going to be voting for.
Another political question.
But you're studying government, so you should be a good answer. Like, we came here
Well, I could
specifically
give you
to
an
talk
answer,
to people, like the smartest people in the country, because Harvard is one of the most prestigious schools, so we're trying to get some educated answers from people that are currently studying this topic. And you studying government, like, what do you think happens? You don't need to say whether you be voting for Trump or Kamala, I'll ask you, what do you think happens if Trump wins, and what do you think happens if Kamala wins? Where do you think we'll be come 2028? Where do you think we're at if Donald Trump wins the election?
I don't know. It's already said. I'm not gonna give an answer. Sorry.
Do you think your friend should give an answer right now if this is what he's studying?
No, I think you do whatever you want.
And what do you think?
I think the same thing as him. I'd rather not comment.
What? We're helping you guys use. Are you guys surprised that everyone is going to be voting for Kamala here so far?
Yeah, I mean, not really, but.
Not really.
No.
Where are you guys from?
Philly.
Philly.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. I love Philly.
Same high school, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, you guys are living out the dreams
Yeah.
here at Harvard.
Exactly.
Awesome. How much do kids have to pay to come here a year?
It depends on.
Like if
It
you
was
were
like a lot of financial aid, but I think like the base is probably like I think it's 80,000 a year or something.
80,000 a year.
Yeah, if you have no financial aid.
Wow, that is a lot of money.
It's a lot.
Does that stress you guys about having to pay that all back?
Yeah, sometimes, but just trying to live in the moment, man. Not really thinking about it right now.
And what do you hope to use your degree for?
Something good.
Like, is there like a profession, like a seat in a government that you want, like something you want to be?
No, I don't. I'm a gov secondary, so I study psychology and government, but I'm applying for grad schools. So.
Very nice. Hey, thank you guys for your time. Is there anything you could give to warn the people watching if whether Donald Trump wins or Kamala Harris wins? We're just trying to get a response.
Nah, no comment.
No comment. All righty. Hey, have a good one. Dang. I really want to get a comment. Wanted to hear what he had to say. Okay, we got somebody else here. How you doing? We're live. We're live right now, and
Go on, Sam.
trying to have a discussion.
It's a deep dive.
It's a deep dive. Here, we're live. I'll let you get situated really quick.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Okay. All right, let's get this going. Harvard. We love varsity club. Very nice, very nice. And okay, your buddies weren't able to give us a statement, but who will you be voting for?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not of age yet.
Really?
Yeah.
You're 17 years old.
Yeah, I skipped my senior year.
Okay, well, if you could vote, who would you vote for?
Oh, I don't know yet. I'm not educated enough.
You guys are at Harvard. You can't say you're not educated enough. Like that. That answer.
I've been here for a month. Not even.
You had to get into Harvard.
Huh?
You had to get into Harvard though, so you had to be very educated. So that answer does not work. Who do you think is
educated
best?
on politics doesn't mean educated in school.
Okay, well, I'll give you a breakdown.
All right.
We're going to eliminate the names Trump or Kamala, and we're going to talk about what happened underneath X administration, what happened underneath Y administration. Underneath Y administration, 10 million illegal immigrants were let into the country. Underneath X administration, there was about 2.5 illegal immigrants let into America. Underneath Y administration, inflation went up by 11%, grocery prices went up by 25%. Underneath X administration, it rose by around 5%. Underneath Y administration, prisoners can get free sex changes. Same with illegal immigrants. Underneath X administration, they were not getting free sex changes. Would you vote for X or Y government?
You kind of lost me on that. I feel like there's also more factors than just that. So I don't know.
Just a quick breakdown.
I don't know.
We got,
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Would you support somebody?
maybe when I'm 18, we'll figure this one out.
Okay.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Would you guys support somebody if they gave free sex changes to prisoners?
What did you just say?
Yeah, that sounds pretty outrageous, right? Would
No,
you
I
guys
actually didn't hear what
would
you
you guys support a president or somebody running to become president if they gave free sex changes to prisoners?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not gonna comment. I mean, I have an idea, but I'm just not gonna comment.
That's scary.
It's scary.
It's scary. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Awesome. Well, have a great rest of your guys' day. Interesting. They won't even give a response. They won't even give a response out here. All we're asking is for a response. They won't even give it. Wow. I'm just reading. Soy boys, 3 females. He is taking whole world down with his BS. Wow. They'll make the perfect Dems. Just reading some of the comments. You guys are funny in the chat. How you doing, ma'am?
Yeah.
Having a great day?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm just looking for the Widener Library.
I think, is that not it? I think that might be it. Are you from, do you live here in America?
No.
Where are you from?
Western Canada.
Western Canada. A lot of Canadians out here.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I worked at a university
Okay. And,
in the capital city in our province.
very nice.
So I used to deal with Harvard University.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
since you've worked for universities in the past, we go all around the country. We ask people who they're going to be voting for, who they think is going to be best for America. So far here at Harvard and other universities I've been to, like Yale and UCLA, everybody is very much more on the liberal side of things. Why do you think that's so?
I think it's time. I think it's, well, of course, I would be, if I lived in the U.S., I would be on the liberal side too, so I guess I'm biased.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day.
Yes, you too.
I think the library is right there. Thank you so much, ma'am. Have a great rest of your day. Beautiful smile. How are you doing, ma'am? Good day? Let's see. How's it going? Really quick, we're live. We're just talking to people out here at Harvard.
Sorry, I have to teach in 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Teacher, wow. Brooker T, come on. If you want to say something, you gotta come on cam, Brooker T. How you guys doing? Hello, hello. Brooker T wants me to ask about Tim Walz, because I don't know if you guys saw. I don't really want to talk about it because it's not proven fact or not, whether or not so far. So we don't want. How you guys doing? Are you guys studying here at Harvard? No. What are you guys up to today?
Oh, we're from California.
Oh, great. And we go all around the country. We talk to people, and we're seeing what people here at Harvard are thinking is going to happen come November 5th here in America. Do you think Donald Trump wins, or do you think Kamala Harris wins?
I don't know, but I love Trump.
Really?
I love Trump so much.
That is a surprise. We've heard hardly anybody support Trump here at Harvard.
No. My mom's a fanatic. My aunt actually just went to a rally, and she was behind Trump.
Really?
Like she got in the backstage behind Trump. So we're big Trump supporters. Don't tell anybody though.
Okay, we'll keep it. Look at everyone in the chat. They're loving you right now. They're saying,
Oh, what the heck?
smart lady.
What
look
the
at that.
heck?
Everyone's saying, smart lady. She
Oh,
is
thanks,
smart.
guys.
Finally. Amen.
Thank you.
Look, they're loving you. They're just firing you up.
Thank you, guys.
And what makes you want to vote for Donald Trump?
Oh, I love him. I just love everything about him. I don't know. I just think he's so smart. Like, everybody always says, well, you're not a political person. He's a businessman. But, like, okay, and he did great in his businesses. Like, he ate it up. He devoured. He got money. Like, so how much more for America? That's what I think.
Do you think it's interesting that we, as America, are so willing to give the country to somebody that has never ran a business, never employed people, and has always worked for the same system that they are eventually going to be overtaking, like Joe Biden did and what Kamala Harris will do if she's elected, as they have always lived off government money?
Wait, what was your question?
So do you think it's
Sorry.
strange that somebody can? Here, I'll rephrase the question.
Oh, that
So-
somebody who's done so little and nothing could run the country?
Well, not that they've done so little, but they said that they've never ran a business or that they've always worked off of money that they have received from the government, because when they work these government jobs, they're receiving their salary comes from taxpayers and such. And so do you think it's interesting that those same people could take America, as America is technically a business, right? Lead America in a positive way, or be able to be like, these are where we need to spend the funds. This is what's going to work best.
No, I think they're idiots. I think they're dumb. Personally, like, what have they done? Me, personally, I don't know. It's a lot more expensive. I don't trust them. That's just me. If you trust them, that's you. But
Yeah, and what's it like in California?
well, I just moved here like a year ago. She still lives in California.
It's pretty liberal.
But it's pretty liberal, big time.
But like Kamala Harris was the attorney general there, crime as far she talks a lot about
horrible.
crime.
Oh, Newsom? Disgusting. Horrible. Sick man. All of them. Even Nancy? Gross. Disgusting. I can't stand them. But that's just me. I'm sorry. I bet they're nice to their family members. I don't know. But I don't know. I think it's disgusting, personally, how they could be, like, not care about the country. You know what I mean? Like,
And you
I don't
guys
like
as
it.
Latinas, do you guys think Donald Trump's
Oh,
a
you
racist?
noticed? How did you notice?
Sí, por supuesto.
Oh, what,
I
Do you
am not well informed enough to have like to
a
try to really know.
conversation?
Yeah, do you think Donald Trump's racist?
No,
Mhm.
not at all.
Yeah, why do you think people say he is racist?
Probably because he's a little more outspoken. But I don't think he's racist. As like my family, they're immigrants, but they did it the right way.
Yeah, since they did it right the way, how do they feel about all the illegal immigrants that came to the country?
I don't really ask them, but I will say that a lot of my family have switched over.
Mhm.
So,
From liberal to, from Democrat to
yeah,
Republican?
yeah, a lot of my family members. My mom is a fanatic though, die hard. She has like a shrine. She loves him. She thinks he's the best. You too? That's right, girl. Yeah.
My mother, Brooker T. Jones, she does love Trump. She's a big fan. What do you guys think about Tim Walz?
I don't care about him. I don't care. I don't know anything about him.
And Kamala Harris, do you think it'd be good to have a female president? We talked to a lot of women, and they say, we're voting for Kamala Harris. And I say, why? And I say, because she'll be the first female black president.
No, because women are more emotional. And so I don't think so. As a woman myself, I don't.
You
I think
wanna
they get personal.
Do a little social experiment. Who do you guys think this person right here will be voting for?
I would probably say Kamala.
Okay, we'll see. How's it going, ma'am? Stay right here. Really quick, we just finished talking with these ladies. Really quick, ma'am. Who are you going to be voting for? Nope. Okay, one more question. Well, we'll do it one more time. One more social experiment. Let's see. Let's try to find somebody as they're coming up.
Are you trying to correct? No, I'm just kidding.
No. Let's see. We gotta get some people coming through here. Well, it doesn't really look like, yeah. Who do you guys think this guy right here would be voting for?
Oh, he's not with you?
Uh-uh.
Oh, probably what's his name? Kamala. Oh, her name. Kamala.
Should we go ask him if he's gonna be voting for Kamala?
If you want to.
All right, let's see what he says. Hey, you. Who, these girls right here just said that you'll be voting for somebody. Who will you be voting for?
Trump.
Trump. Nah, they
Oh.
they said you're gonna be voting for Kamala, but they didn't know that you're part of the fam, part of the squad. Let's see. Excuse me, ma'am. How you doing? Going to class. Okay, great. First woman we've met here on campus hour for Trump right there. Very nice, ladies. Hey, thank you, Mr. Owen, for the $2 donation. We appreciate it. How you doing? Great. We're just talking to people out here. We just talked to these ladies right here. We're talking about who's going to be best for America. They said Donald Trump. Who do you think is going to be best for America?
Wow. Okay. In my personal opinion, I'm not like the most informed about politics. I would be leaning more towards Harris just because I typically align with like democratic values. I feel like regardless of some discrepancies, I feel like I don't agree with certain parts of the policy. I overall feel like a democratic administration would be more beneficial compared to like just the candidate itself. So I know it's kind of a general response, but I don't really agree with some of the things that Trump says, especially in terms of like how polarizing he is as a candidate. And I just don't think it would be good to polarize the country any more than it already is right now. So yeah.
Would you be interested to hear why they're going to be voting for Donald Trump?
Sure.
Ladies, come here. You, come here. Yeah, this is all we're just having a good time out here. Okay, she said she's going to be voting for Kamala Harris. You're going to be voting for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
In 10 seconds, what could you say to her to try to get her to vote for Donald Trump?
I think Trump is more than they make him out to be. I think he's not that bad. I think he's crazy, outspoken, but I think his intentions are good. Okay. If you kind of compare the two, I think you would find more good with him than her. Okay. But I don't think less of you.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And what would you say to her in about 10 seconds to try to get her to vote for Kamala Harris?
I would just say in terms of candidates, I feel like I'm definitely more towards Harris just because of the fact that the general sentiment of a lot of supporters for Trump, not necessarily people who are more centrist, but the more extremists, I feel like they're more destructive, I would say, than some of the more extreme on the left side. And I just feel like, especially with like the January 6th thing, that was a little alarming for democracy. So that's one of the main reasons why I wouldn't support Trump, but I don't disrespect you. I think everyone has a right to their opinion, and it's good that we can have civil discussion. Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much, ladies. We appreciate it. Anything that she said that get you to vote for Trump, or anything that she said to get you to vote for Kamala?
No. Not pretty general responses. So.
Okay, well then we'll break it down. Do you guys think what has happened at the border in the United States has been a good thing or a bad thing for America?
I think the issue is not as much like the matter of immigration and the kind of immigrants that are being let in. It's more just like the lack of policy surrounding it. I think no one has found a good middle ground. It's kind of like all or nothing. And I feel like if we can work together a little bit more to come to, more policy on that and having a more nuanced opinion towards it, it might be a little bit better. I don't know. My mom's an immigrant, so I'm pro-immigration.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And something interesting that came out the other day on the news, we use this fact a lot here on the channel, that all the people that they vetted, there was over 400,000 that were vetted and they were found to be criminals. 13,000 were murderers, and then 11,000 of them were the R word, the assaulted woman.
If I could just...
Would you support a candidate that willingly knew that those 400,000 people were those type of murderers and they are now living here inside the United States?
I would say, I think, especially in terms of immigration, people often like to be super harsh on, looking at all the demographic of the people that are being let in. I don't know if that's representative of most of the people. I would say that there are also like Americans who, do crimes and things like that. I definitely understand the sentiment of not wanting to willingly, if we have the choice, control who we're letting in the country, like not let in someone who we know is a criminal. Again, I think it's a really difficult topic. I'm not super educated on all of the immigration policies, but that's just how I feel. I think there should be more policy, but I don't think we should, close the borders and go extreme.
Do you think those 400,000 people should have been sent back to their country, though, versus being let into America?
Well, given the information you gave me, I can't fact check anything.
Say it was a fact.
Just saying it was a fact, obviously I wouldn't support, letting people in the country who we know are criminals, but, I just don't know about the factual basis of that statement, so I can't say anything.
You wanted to say something?
Oh, I was going to say that crime in other countries have gone down since the borders have opened because they're all coming here. So, and then two, I don't think it's fair that they get everything paid for and then our tax is going up, our gas is going up, our everything is going up. But they get flights for free, they get food for free, they get everything for free. Okay. So, but glory to God.
Glory to
God bless you.
Hey, well, thank you guys so much for your time. We appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Very kind of you. Thank you. Have a good one. Nice lady. Both very kind ladies. Great conversation we just had. I'd say that was pretty great. Hey, thank you, Grace Chow, for the $20 donation. We appreciate it. Wow, very good conversation we just had. How's this guy? He's got some nice clothing on. How you doing, sir? Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Good. How do you like Harvard so far?
That's cool.
How many years have you been studying here?
Just one. My first year, yeah.
Awesome. We're live right now. We're just talking to people here at Harvard.
Oh, cool.
Do
you go here?
I do not.
Oh.
But we travel all around the country, so we made a surprise visit here today to talk to gentlemen like you that are going to be the future of this country.
I appreciate it.
And what are you studying?
I'm doing public policy, master's program.
Public policy?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think is a policy that the United States should implement?
Oh, okay. I'm in the military, so I can't make any policy things, but I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great day.
Who do you think is going to be best for America?
Don't know yet, but we'll see.
We'll see. Awesome. Have a good one. How are you guys doing? Good. We came here to Harvard to talk to students and extremely wise folks like yourself. We were wondering.
Canada.
From Canada.
Does that work?
Yeah, we're just wondering, who do you think is going to be best for America?
Oh, well, that's pretty easy going, I think.
Who then?
I think Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. And we ask a lot of people when they give these responses, what news do you guys watch?
Well, I watch CNN, MSNBC, Fox, Global, BBC.
Mm-hmm.
So when you guys got a cold, we get sick. So whatever happens here affects us.
Yeah. And you say when we have a cold or a cold? Sorry.
When you have a cold,
Mm-hmm.
you sneeze, we get sick.
Over there in Canada.
Yeah.
And was life better for people in Canada from 2016, 2020, or from 2020 to 2024?
Probably 2016.
Mm-hmm. And do you think that has anything to do with Donald Trump when he was president?
You know, maybe. We're all the way in Vancouver, so it's.
You guys got a really bad drug issue there in Vancouver, right?
Yes, you do. Yeah, a lot of opioids and people on fentanyl, lots of big problems. Yeah, no doubt.
Would you guys support closing the borders here in the United States to stop the flow of fentanyl coming across the border that eventually makes its way up to Canada?
As long as you guys pay for the wall, we'll put a border up.
Okay, as long as we pay for the wall, get the border up. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. Have a good one. Wow, very nice people out here at Harvard. He said it was interesting. He wants Kamala. And I said, well, what was life better? 2016, 2020 to 2024. He said life was better back then in 2016. Whether it has to do with Trump or not, he said it was better. Wow, looks like everyone's just getting out of classes right now. Let's move over here. Let's go talk to some of the folks here in Harvard. If you're new here to the channel, make sure you give this video a like, subscribe, and this week we're also going to the Bronx, and then after that we're going to do another 7-day, 7 states tour across America for you guys before the election. So we're going to be doing another one of those as well. So subscribe for those because we're going all across the country in these next few weeks. We're excited about it. Let's see. How are you doing? Good day so far? Awesome. Let's talk to me. Those people don't. No, let's not talk to them. Let's see what these people got to say. This guy in the Los Angeles hoodie. How you guys doing?
Okay.
Are you guys students here at Harvard or going to Harvard?
No.
Visiting?
No. Yes, visiting here.
Okay, are you guys from America?
No, this is my friend is speaking.
Oh,
No?
it's all right.
Oh, it's okay.
No worries. Have a good one. A lot of people here that are not from the United States. Who's funding what? Nobody's funding Nick. It's a great question. I fund myself off of you guys watching these videos, and eventually sometimes we get sponsorships here on the channel, which really helps. That's why we love everything we can get. And every time we grow, you guys grow as well, because we guys get more content. So that's why it's important everyone hits the subscribe button. Let's talk to, let's see. Look at all these men here at the suits. Let's go talk to these guys. How you doing?
How's it going?
Good. Mom, he's filming. Rooker T. Someone get Rooker T off camera. She's fired. All right, let's move up here. We got all these guys in suits. They must be smart men. Rooker T, you're fired. Now look at her. She's all the way back there, she said. Sorry, Mom. Rooker T. Oh, wow, let's see. All these guys in suits. Let's see. What are they up to? How are you guys doing? Are you guys students here at Harvard or teachers? No. Oh, we're live. We're trying to talk to some people out here. Oh, okay. Can we talk to you guys? Oh, okay. It looks like they're not going to be able to talk to us. Let's see. Excuse me. State Street Global Advisors. These are global advisors. They might be good to speak to. How's it going, sir?
Good.
Good. Nice to meet you. My name's Nick. We're live right now. We're talking to people here. Could we ask you a few questions?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think about Harvard so far?
Oh, it's very prestigious, and I'm assuming it's somewhere everyone student aspires to study.
Yeah. Do you think more Americans and more people around the world should aspire to come here to a college like Harvard?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think of that in that way, but no, that definitely not. It didn't cross my mind. Those things. Yeah.
Do you live here in the United States?
No, I don't.
What do you think? In the United States right now, we're going to have an election coming up.
Yeah.
Who do you think wins?
That's a sensitive question. I can't answer that.
Sensitive question. Okay. What country are you from?
Malaysia.
Malaysia?
Yeah.
Who do the people of Malaysia hope wins?
Sorry?
Who do the people of Malaysia hope wins?
I don't know. I mean, it depends. I mean, it's like everyone has. They don't really follow the U.S. politics that much.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm assuming it's just neutral. I wouldn't be in the right position to comment on that. Yep.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's go this way. Brooker T, they're all sad we fired you off the camera.
I'm not fired. I just wasn't doing a very good job with the
We
camera.
don't like when Brooker T has to hold the camera. She's better as on camera. We don't like when she takes the camera. All right, we're moving up here to the front of Harvard. There's a lot more people up here. Look at all these people. Tons of people here. It's like a convention or something. They're all here hanging out at Harvard for the day. What do you guys think about, do you guys hear what could potentially be brewing with Tim Walz? Yeah, these kids are getting tours right now. Interesting. All right, we got people coming right up here. We'll start speaking to people. We've been allowed to speak in here inside the Harvard gates. How are you guys doing? Let's see, let's move up to here. Let's talk to this man. He has a briefcase on. Looks like he's got places to be. How's it going, sir? How are you doing? Do you have one moment really quick?
I have a meeting.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
No worries. Everyone's got meetings here. All right, we got people out here to talk to. See if we can get some. So far, what did you say the percentage has been so far from people here for Trump and Kamala? Oh, we got these folks right here. Yeah, these are gonna be good ones. I'm excited. We got good ones right here. All right, let's talk to these folks right here. Chat really quick. Who do you guys think they're gonna say, Trump or Kamala? All right, how you guys doing?
Oh, good, thanks.
Doing good. Really quick, we're obviously we're here at Harvard. We're trying to talk to people. We're just asking people. We're trying to get some wisdom from some people like you. Do you guys study here at Harvard?
No, our son works here, and he's in Harvard School of Public Health.
Oh, very nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we go all around the country. We, especially with what's going on with the election and everything right now here in America, we're trying to let people voice their opinions on who they think is going to be best for America between Donald Trump and Kamala.
We don't want to get into politics.
Well, I mean, I will if you don't want.
We love it.
I feel like Trump's going to be best. I mean, you might not like his personality, but if you look at the things he's going to do and the things Kamala Harris is going to do, I feel like the stuff he's going to do will benefit our country more.
Yeah, I agree with you. And we've talked to a lot of people here, and we haven't came across one single student that is going to be voting for Donald Trump here at Harvard, which is interesting. You think
Yeah, it is.
with some of these people being some of the smartest people, like
Well, they might be smart, but not wise. You know, I feel like, you know, they have been spoiled by having all the freedom their whole life, and they don't understand that things can fall, in my opinion. And again, it's not the person to me, it's more what they're going to do, because the person's only there 4 years. What they do can last a long time, you know. And I like freedom of speech is important to us, you know, and I feel like,
Yeah, I
you
personally
know,
worry that
hey.
if Kamala Harris and Tim Walz get in, they've already said they're going to start censoring people on
Exactly.
platforms. Like, what makes it so they'll censor my voice here on my platform where I'm able to talk to people like you?
And you know, the classic liberal believes in freedom of speech. It's the left that doesn't. So, I mean, I have no problem with liberals if they, you know, truly support that. But the real extreme side doesn't want freedom of speech, you know. So that's what bothers us, I think, you know,
And once
honestly.
they take freedom of speech, then it just trickles down to everything else, right?
Exactly. So that's what we're kind of worried about, honestly.
Yeah.
It's
Where are you guys from?
We're from Virginia.
From Virginia. And do you think Virginia will vote blue or vote red?
We're praying for red, but they're kind of purple at this point. But, you know, it's sad because I don't think people realize even a great country like America can fall and lose freedom. That's our big thing, freedom, you know.
Yeah, we're seeing that.
So-
We're seeing like right now with all the illegal immigrants that they've let into America. Elon Musk said that this will be the last election if Donald Trump does not win, because it will be literally impossible for some of these swing states to ever vote red once they give
I
amnesty.
kind of believe that, you know. And as far as that goes, I mean, you know, it's sort of like a lifeboat. If you pick, I'm sorry, I believe in legal immigration, but if you've taken 20 million people and put them on, the lifeboat eventually will sink, being America, being the lifeboat, with health care and everything. You know, it's just a concern, you know, how can we mathematically do it all?
Yeah.
I like to help people, but, you know, the whole world will try to come here. We just can't do it, you know, economically or medically or anything, in my opinion, you know. It's just not going to work. I mean,
The problem that I see is that these people are coming in without being vetted. We have no idea who's coming across the border. They're being flown all over the country and ending up in places.
Crime.
Crime is increasing. Where the taxpayers are paying for these people to stay in hotels. So we just can't sustain this incoming people coming from across the border without some kind of
With no limit.
limits on it. People should be coming here legally into this country.
Right. I mean, we're reasonable people. We support people that are poor and all that kind of thing. But you just can't have a lifeboat and keep having people jump in. It's going to sink, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just going. It is. It's mathematical.
One thing that kind of made me mad was I recently went to North Carolina to see what was going on with the hurricanes, and when we talked to people in the FEMA lines, and some of the people in FEMA were getting denied the $750. And that was all they were able to get offer the government because FEMA had given $1.1 billion to illegal immigrants, so they had no more funds in time of America.
Exactly.
And the people were in line waiting for some 4 hours. Some people were even denied just for the $750 so they could survive for that week.
Yeah, it's sad. I mean, it's just, I don't know, Hopefully it'll work out.
And you just hope that whoever becomes president next puts American people first, right?
Exactly.
As you are in America. We talked to some kids here and they're like, well, America's a diverse country and it's based off of immigration. Okay, you can say that, but today we have issues that need to get fixed, and then maybe after that, then we can start working on the other stuff, right? But as of right now, they need to put like the main priorities in the American field first.
Because there are a lot of people in America suffering that don't have food and everything too, and all that.
Our veterans are not getting
What
help
they-
like they should
Yeah.
as a result of money being diverted to supporting people that are coming across the border illegally.
Yeah.
It's just doesn't make sense to us, but
Yeah, and when I speak to people like you, it makes me realize like common sense really does just make sense, because we speak to other people and it's just like I respect everyone's opinion, but I'm like, that doesn't really make sense to
Well,
like
I see they've
let
been
everybody in, give people.
I think they've been
everything.
spoiled with all their freedoms here, and they think, oh, America never will fall or fail. But I mean, you look at history; it can happen. I mean, that's what we think, at least.
The
I
Roman
don't know.
Empire did fall as well.
Exactly. So maybe they'll wake up. Hopefully.
Yeah. Why do you think here at these colleges, like these big, huge colleges across America, it seems like they almost push this left-leaning ideology?
I don't know. That's a good question. So John Harvard was a Christian and believed. The ironic thing about it is veritas means truth, and that's the Harvard lingo. But these people deny. I talk to people all over that say, "Oh, the border's safe." They're denying the truth, and the whole thing about Harvard is veritas. So that's hypocritical to me. I don't know. That's a good question. I guess they're just indoctrinated from this, school system, because so many professors are pretty liberal or leftist.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it's come that way.
Like you guys have a son here, and do you guys worry about him becoming a liberal?
Not really. He's pretty into facts. He's in the sciences, and he's pretty much, he's not real outspoken about it, but I think he understands, the facts are the border is being run over, and you talk to him like, oh, the border's fine, the border's safe. I mean, it either is or it isn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fact. It's not an opinion. But I think he gets it. I think he does get it. So we'll have to see what happens.
Well, thank you guys so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Do you have a card or anything?
It's
What do you represent?
Nick Shirley on YouTube.
Okay. Thank
Yep.
you so
No,
much.
thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Have a great
Very
day.
nice folks. Thank you very much. Nice people. Reading some of the comments here. Interesting. Now let's talk to some college kids and see what they have to say. How are you guys doing? Good. You guys have a quick second, really quick? We're just awesome. So we go all around the country. We talk to people, and we came here to Harvard to talk to some of the smartest, intelligent people in America, and especially what's going on with elections and everything. We're wondering who the people of Harvard will be voting for.
So I'm not sure who everyone is voting for. I particularly am undecided. I just got to get the rest of the information down in order to know 100% who I want to vote for, but as of now, I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, and what makes you? What are some topics you'd like to get to the root of before you decide who you want to vote for?
Probably.
The car's gonna come through. Let me move back over here. Whatever you guys are drinking smells good. Yeah.
Probably the homeless problem. I know that's a big concern that's happening recently, especially where are the Olympics being held? California?
California?
Yeah, they're starting to move all the homeless people, and nobody
in
knows
California they did have 20 billion, I believe it's 20 billion or 20 million, big difference, but they had money for homeless, and all of a sudden they lost track of that money.
Yep. So that's the biggest problem. We got to get everything together, and nobody, the people don't really know what's going on. I think they're hiding something.
Yeah. And what about you, ma'am? Who are you going to be voting for?
I'm personally voting for Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Because she has values that are very similar to mine and beliefs that align with mine, and I believe that she will help our country to stay at the place that it is.
Okay. And with the homeless issue, who do you think would be best to fix that issue between Trump and Kamala? Because right now, in these big cities like California, like LA, San Francisco, and I'm not sure if you've ever been to like Philadelphia, Kensington, Philadelphia. The majority of these people that are homeless, they're taking drugs such as fentanyl. That is coming across the border. I was just there. I talked to a homeless man. He said when Trump was in office, to buy fentanyl it was $150. To buy it now, it only costs $10 for fentanyl. And these people are just strung out on fentanyl on these streets. And so I think if you were to cut the flow of fentanyl, there would be a lot less homeless people. And that'd be a lot less bigger of an issue because these people are stuck on this drug, and they say that I've talked to them. They say it is so addictive that I cannot stop, and if I do not take that drug, I will be like on the ground the whole entire day rolling around.
Yeah.
And do you think if they were to stop the flow of fentanyl, do you think that would help solve the issues we have with homelessness in America?
I don't think that's the main issue. I think the main issue is the availability of jobs and housing provided, and low-income housing. It definitely will help get people on the right track, but at the end of the day, you can't really say that cutting out fentanyl or decreasing the flow of it will necessarily help that problem.
But I think if there's less people being able to get access to that drug, I think it would help more people to be able to get clean and get off of the streets. Because that's like the main issue I see when I'm in the streets over there is most of them are on fentanyl.
Yeah.
And so if they're on fentanyl, if they weren't on fentanyl, it's very likely they'd be on another drug, but that other drug would be a lot less potent, a lot less powerful.
Yeah, I think everyone's trying to go for their next fix, so if they can't find fentanyl, they're going to go to heroin, meth. There's so many different options. I think people tend to go towards those types of drugs because of their situation that they're in, like not having a job, not making enough money to find affordable housing or even find housing in the first place. So it'll definitely help by cutting that out. I just don't think that's necessarily the main cause of homelessness.
Yeah, I don't think it is either. But that's like one of the
it'll definitely
sure.
help. I think it's just like that's more of a symptom, not like curing the actual problem.
I would agree.
Just alleviating that.
I would say that drug use in the homeless population is more so to relieve symptoms of depression and feeling hopeless and things of that nature. I don't believe it is a root cause, and it also should be known that not all homeless people do drugs. They minimum wage in a lot of the country and the availability of jobs continuing to go down and the requirements going up, school becoming more expensive, student loans becoming higher, and things of that just invite the threat of homelessness more into people's lives than it has in the past.
Yeah, and right now housing is as high, like the cost of housing is as high as it's ever been in America, and it rose underneath the current administration we do have. Do you think if Kamala Harris were to be elected, do you think she'd be able to get that price of housing down, or do you think it would go rise even more? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's see.
We got more time to think.
I know.
Let's see.
Is that your mom?
That is
Yes.
Brooker T. Jones, yes.
She looks exactly like you.
Like me? Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we're back.
There we go.
Sorry, we had a mix-up.
Split.
But as far as the cost of living goes and the cost of housing goes, it has risen to the highest it's ever been in history here in America. I believe like the average rent's around like $2,500, I want to say. It's really expensive, and it has gone up significantly underneath the Biden-Harris administration. Do you think that if Kamala Harris is elected, do you think she'll be able to get the pricing back down, or do you think?
I think that the housing crisis, along with numerous other problems in the United States at the moment, are not things that can be solved in 4 years' time, even 8 years' time. I think right now, just thinking of who sees that as a very long-term problem and just setting a good basis for future presidents and future leaders to build off of to make a better future. But I don't think that either candidate would be able to lower the housing costing a large margin in only 4 years' time.
What about you? Do you think would you rather have Donald Trump or Kamala Harris in office as you are an undecided voter?
As I'm undecided, I'm going to say undecided. I will say...
If you had to show up to the polls tomorrow.
Probably Harris. So to answer the previous question, I think it's all circumstantial. Like what's going on in the world, what we're deciding to spend our money on. Also, actually another thing. I feel like the main problem about the housing issue is they're allowing people to buy multiple houses in multiple neighborhoods or apartment buildings, and there's no like real regulation on pricing, rental pricing. So I think being able to get that out of the way, don't know who can really do that. I feel like Trump would be the person to say that's okay because he is a businessman and he likes to stay with that business practices. But it's really hard to say who. But I would answer the other question, Kamala Harris.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for your time. We appreciate it. Have a great rest of your guys' day. Have a good one. All right, we'll do 2 more interviews, and then we're going to head out of Harvard because our parking's about to go up. And it's cold as can be out here. Hey, thank you so much, Adam Hoxton, for the $2 donation. We appreciate it. In the chat right now, there's a lot of support for Kamala. Diddy for Harris. Wow, a lot of blue hearts here in the chat. A lot of blue hearts. Can we get some red hearts in there? Let's see. I want to see what happens here in the chat. Can we get some red hearts in there? Let's see. Or is everybody in the chat for Kamala? Maybe. Let's see. How's it going? AirPods. It's hard to talk. Let's talk to this lady right here. How are you doing? Good day so far? Do you go to school here at Harvard? No. Okay, well, really quick, we're just talking to people here outside of Harvard. And are you above the age of 18?
Nope.
No. Oh, okay. Well, who do you think is going to win America? Or who do you think is going to win the election?
I don't know. Kamala, I hope.
Okay, Kamala, you hope. Have a good one. The color blue on her hair gave it away. No, we're just going to do a few more in here, and then we're going to have to head out because our parking is going to explode. Oh, look at the red hearts. The sea of red hearts. Look at that. Look at that. Let's see. All right, this could be the last interview right here. Let's see what this lady has to say. Oh, yeah, let's have a good one. Let's talk to this lady right here. Look at the red hearts. We'd love to see them. How are you guys doing? Do you guys have a quick second, really quick? We're live. We're just talking to people here at Harvard. And awesome.
We're from Florida, though.
From Florida, okay. People from Florida, we love Florida. Very beautiful place.
We don't like our governor.
You don't like Governor DeSantis?
No,
not a
you
fan.
gotta be kidding me. He's
No.
a bigot. He's the world's biggest bigot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not a fan.
Who's
right
the bigger-
underneath Trump. Yeah.
Who's a bigger bigot, Trump or DeSantis?
I don't know. It's gonna be Trump,
It's a
probably.
toss-up.
Trump.
Yeah. So
Yep.
safe to say, we're talking to you about who they're going to be voting for here at Harvard. Is it safe to say you guys will be voting for Donald Trump?
Kamala.
And Kamala Harris, she's going to do a lot of things she's saying right now as far as abortion goes and as far as the economy goes. She's going to do an opportunity economy.
Our freedom of speech is really, it's at risk right now, more so than it's been in the last 50 years.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I'm old enough to be able to say that too. We are in true danger of losing our liberties in this country.
Yes, and freedom of speech.
How come we are in free danger?
Why are we in great danger? Because of all the reporters that are constantly trying to be silenced, not just in our country, around the world. And there's a far right movement universally going on. Our country's not the only one suffering from this.
Yeah.
And women, are right there, getting pushed aside again. Honestly, civil rights for the black people in this country is at an all-time low.
Yeah, and so with freedom of speech, I'm confused. Are you going to be voting for Donald Trump or for Kamala Harris?
Kamala Harris.
Okay, because what I've seen from interviews of her and Tim Walz even said in the debate that as far as censorship goes, they think with these platforms that we have right now, there needs to be some sort of accountability with the information that gets spread out, which essentially means censorship, which would
Shutting people up.
which
That's
would
what they
shut
wanna
people
do.
up.
Yes.
No, Mom.
No, we
You're-
don't want to shut people up, is what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
But that,
He's trying to say that,
Tim-
that Kamala Harris and Waltz are doing it. That he's trying to get you to say it in a
Oh,
different kind of way.
no, I'm not trying. He's trying to mix you up.
I
no,
think,
no,
So-
no. He's
so I'm
trying
just
to get
gonna-
you to say
One-
it in
one
a
thing
different
that-
way.
one thing that you did
They're trying
say,
to lead
though-
you to say something different, and don't say anything different, because that's I've seen it. No. I've
yeah.
seen this before. I've seen it. They're trying to lead you to do something different and feel like some
One thing
other
though,
kind of
she-
way,
one-
and try to change your narrative.
Here,
so like,
get out of
don't-
here.
It's okay.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah, like
And-
don't. I would rather just walk around Harvard, to be completely
Well,
honest
I was
with
just,
you.
Okay. I think I made
I was
my
just
point.
wondering, like, who's going to be best for free speech, because that's what I heard, and I listened to.
Yeah,
Don't go with what you heard. Go with what you believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what
Thank-
you said about reporters was right.
Well,
What I
Rooker
want,
T, what were you going to
No,
say? I was
oh,
I was mid conversation. You came in
I
and
know,
look
I'm
what happened.
sorry.
You scared him
I'm sorry. No.
off. L's in the chat for Rooker T.
Two things I was going to say is that she said about a woman's rights were going to be taken away. So I was going to ask her about the men and girls sports, and then also I was going to say how reporters, how there is a division, and I honestly believe that the media divides us, and she was pointing that out. So I was going to tell her, yeah, that
Well,
is
I
the
was about to
truth.
make a great point,
But
and then you came
what was
in
your
and
point?
ruined
What
it.
was your point?
Well, because Tim Walton and Kamala Harris literally said that there needs to be some sort of responsibility in these platforms, which would essentially censor free speech. So that's what I was going to make, and then Booker T ran him off the camera.
I didn't run him off. The girl caught on.
She didn't catch on anything. I wasn't trying to do anything.
And she also said she doesn't like DeSantis because of the book ban stuff that's going on in Florida.
Okay, well, that's the end of the live stream. If you guys enjoyed, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm ending the stream.
We could ask someone else.
Well,
and then on happy note.
No, we're ending the stream right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are not subscribed, please do yourself a favor, subscribe. Shout out to Booker T for coming out today. She's something else. Y'all love her, so we keep bringing her back out here.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. Anyways, that's the end of the live stream. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys Thursday or Friday inside the Bronx.